Hello, dear friends, and welcome to the 9th day of the fast. I'm sending you greetings from London in the United Kingdom, and so happy to know that we're connecting with people all over the globe during this very special time of the year. The quality that we're going to be reflecting on today is patience, and what a wonderful time during this fasting period to think about our ability to show our love for God in our fortitude under His decree and our ability to be patient under trials and challenges. The quality that we're going to be reflecting on today is the quality of patience, and I'd like to read a quote of Baha'u'llah's about this theme. Know ye that trials and tribulations have from time immemorial been the lot of the chosen ones of God and His beloved, and such of His servants as are detached from all else but Him. They whom neither merchandise nor traffic beguile from the remembrance of the Almighty. They that speak not till He hath spoken, and act according to His commandment. Such is God's method carried into effect of old, and such will it remain in the future. Blessed are the steadfastly enduring, they that are patient under ills and hardships, who lament not over anything that befalleth them, and who tread the path of resignation. To really have a sense of patience and its quality, I'd like to share the story of Honor Kempton, and hope you'll enjoy it too.
Imagine receiving a letter from Shoghi Effendi, guardian of the Baha'i faith, telling you that you will embark on a great and historic adventure, urging you to persevere no matter how great the obstacles in your way. These words were addressed to a British woman named Honor Kempton, who had settled in the United States and declared her faith in Baha'u'llah in 1935 in San Francisco. A few years later, on the 26th of January 1939, the Guardian sent a telegram to the Baha'is of North America. Part of it read, "The establishment of one resident believer in each of the 9 virgin territory of North America is the precondition to the full launching of the subsequent, eagerly anticipated stage aiming at the spiritual conquest of the southern half of the Western Hemisphere. The concourse on high expectantly await, ready to assist and acclaim the 9 holy souls who will promptly, fearlessly volunteer to forsake their homes, cast away their attachments, and definitely settle in these territories to lay firm anchorage of the administrative order of this undefeatable faith." Stirred by the Guardian's plea, Honor felt called to settle in Alaska. While well-meaning friends warned that this wild frontier was no place for a woman, she remained confident. "I was quite sure that Alaska was the place for me," she explained. "I felt that the Guardian was speaking to me when he sent that message. I specifically chose Anchorage as the Guardian had written that the cause must have a firm anchorage in Alaska." When Honor arrived, there was not a single Baha'i to greet her. Looking back, she admitted to feeling trepidation. "I must confess, sailing up those cold, forbidding waters, my enthusiasm remained, but my assurance wavered. I was on my way to lay a firm anchorage of the administrative order of this undefeatable faith in Anchorage, Alaska. Could I do this task? Did I know enough of the teachings? Was my faith strong enough? These were the questions bothering me during that voyage." Despite her uncertainties, Honor established Anchorage's first bookstore, the Book Cache, which the state's governor later called the Cultural Center of Alaska. Honor herself described it as Baha'u'llah's bookshop. In the early days, she felt discouraged by what seemed like a lack of interest in the faith, she recalls. "But I had not learned that great lesson we must all learn before becoming a dedicated pioneer, the lesson of patience. I became impatient. Nothing seemed to happen. I began to be depressed and discouraged. I was reduced to utter hopelessness. But it was at this time that I turned to Baha'u'llah with all my heart and really began to pray. Then came the realization of the wonder and greatness of Baha'u'llah, and I became hopeful, tranquil, and my assurance and faith unshakable. I knew then that I was just an instrument to be used as God saw fit. Before long, her persistence bore fruit when Janet Whiteneck Stout declared her faith in Baha'u'llah. Honor went on to spend 8 years in Alaska, witnessing tremendous growth of the community. Later, following Shoghi Effendi's advice to pioneer in Europe, she set off once she was confident Alaska's Baha'i community had grown and would flourish in her absence. Honor then opened the faith in several French cities, eventually settling in Luxembourg in February 1947. 9 months after her arrival, the first native Luxembourger, Suzette Hipp, became a Baha'i, expanding the worldwide community yet further. In recognition of her achievements, the Universal House of Justice named Honor the mother of both the Alaskan and Luxembourg Baha'i communities. Shoghi Effendi declared that future generations will glorify her deeds and emulate her example.
Dear friends, it was a pleasure to be with you today, and I hope you have a wonderful remainder of the fast.
It started from way back in time. Men were searching for the light.
One followed all the signs,
Then he stopped to pray,
trudged beside a wide archway until a stranger came,
treated him like a long-lost friend, invited him to stay.
and the gate unlocked, the door opened, and the light came flooding in. The path was set for every step, so we can find our way. And the light shines bright on Carmel, from the mountain to the bay. And the light shines bright on Carmel, night and day.
We've been waiting for so long,
For so long,
trying to hear another song.
another song. Now it's calling on and on, wherever we may be.
There's a place that we can find, sure to bring peace of mind.
Peace of mind, where the sun always shines for all eternity.
'Cause the gate's unlocked, the door open, and the light is flooding in. The path is lit for every step, so we can find our way. And the light shines bright on Carmel, from the mountain to the bay. And the light shines bright on Carmel, night and day.
I am
The promised one,
I am
the promised one.
I am
The promised one. I am the promised one. I am the promised one. I am